Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the first of 3 episodes this week of Ted's Booze Cellar. Now, I'm going to be taking a look at a drink that I have kind of seen before, and I know of the company that makes it, but I've never really tried it, and I should have done earlier because this is the kind of drink that I quite like. Now, this weekend we're going to be taking a look at 3 drinks by Camden Camden Town Brewery, and I've had their lager before, and it's really good. They are generally a pretty good, overall consistent brewery. They just keep to very simple flavours, and I really appreciate that. Now, today I'm going to be taking a look at their IPA called Menu IPA. So this should be good. I generally like India Pale Ales, and while I probably drink more lagers and dark ales than, like, say, my brother, who's really into IPAs, I'm interested in trying this just purely because of the fact that Camden Town Brewery have a generally pretty good track record in terms of the drinks that I've tried from them, so I'm looking forward to this. Let's see, it's got malt of Pilsner, Extra Pale, Wheat, Aromatic, Cara. Okay, so those are pretty good malt flavours that I like. The yeast is Californian Ale yeast, kettle hops, CTZ, Simcoe, Whirlpool hops, Simcoe, dry hops, Simcoe, and Simcoe Cryo. And it says on the back here, our ideal IPA wasn't on the menu, so we made it. Resisting. Oh, I see. So they're saying they couldn't find the ideal IPA, so they decided to make one themselves. Resisting piling up a variety of hop-like toppings on a burger, we held the pickles and did things our way, sandwiching together light malt, clean Cali ale yeast, and early harvest Simcoe hops. Just what the brewers ordered. Good. Like to hear that they kept it simple, and I hope that it tastes like that. So this was £1.50 from Waitrose, and the ABV is 5.8%. So it's got a bit of a kick to it, but I think that's about right for an IPA, generally speaking. So I quite like the design of the can. Good simple colours, pink against white with a bit of stylised blue and red. Very nice. I'll give that a 10 out of 10. So I also say, like, I think it's quite good value for money, £1.50 for a Coke-sized can, so that's pretty good as well. So let's give it a sniff and see what our first impressions are. Okay, there's a good sort of general citrusy IPA sort of smell to it, but it's also got like an undertone sort of smell of, like, interestingly, like mangoey, like juicy pale ale. So yeah, good simple smells, doesn't overpower your nostrils at all, and yeah, giving me a good, hopeful first impression. So I'll give the smell a nice 9 out of 10. It's pretty damn good. So let's give ourselves a quick palate cleanser of water beforehand to wash the palate and give ourselves an objective viewpoint to review this from. And to everyone, I hope you have a great weekend. Bottoms up. Okay, I've heard from people before that they don't like the bitter after kick of, like, an IPA because of the hops and barley and all that. Now there is a bit of an bitter sort of twang to this, but it mainly filters out throughout the taste. So, like, you swill it down, get a bit of a bitter sort of zang, and then it sort of slowly fizzles out throughout, and then the finish is just like a nice sort of simmering away of the bitterness, and combined with like a nice little beer sort of flavour. It's very smooth, actually. It's really smooth. The texture could be a little bit smoother at the beginning, but generally it's not too bad. It's quite easy to go down, actually. It's pretty smooth overall, actually. There's a tiny bit of wateriness at the finish with the flavour, so I think that's probably the only real major complaint I have with the flavour. And with the texture, my only real complaint is the fact that I feel like the texture could be a bit smoother at the beginning, but overall this is a pretty damn good IPA, I would say. I'll give it like a give it like an 8.5. I probably have had better IPAs, I think, probably, but generally, like, I don't know. Yeah, this is just about elite level beer, I'd say. It's just like there is just a couple of characteristics I think keeping it from being a 9 out of 10. But overall, yeah, pretty damn good. Well worth the price of £1.50, and for an IPA that's not like a craft brewery one, it's very, very good, very respectable. Flavour is very simple. I think the only other sort of like mass-produced IPA that I can think is as comprehensively good and competently brewed and not just overfilled with too many hops and barleys is probably the Citra IPA by Open Gate Brewery. So yeah, no, that's very good company to keep this one in. So yeah, 8.5 out of 10, very solidly made. Would recommend, and would recommend, I'd say, for most alcohol drinkers, not just beer drinkers as well. So yeah, mainly a sort of like a meal and relaxation drink, probably not much of a sort of sesh drink, but I think overall it's very respectable and I would recommend this. So yeah, definitely a buy. If you guys did like this video, as always, leave a like, share and subscribe. If you have any ideas about this video or anything you'd like to see me review on Ted's Brew Cellar in the future, let me know in the comments section down below. And if you want to check out anything else I do online, I'll leave the links to my social medias and other YouTube channels in the video description down below. But as always, I have been Ted here on Ted's Brew Cellar. Have fun, stay safe, wash your hands, don't do anything I wouldn't do. Wash your hands again when you get back in from the shops. Take a mask with you when you go to the shops. And I'll see you guys at the bar next time on Ted's Brew Cellar. And always remember, drink responsibly and know your limits. Bye bye for now.